Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Cracking Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, this week we're on to the last pre-release kit for Guilds of Ravnica. We've opened up every other guild. Let's open up a Selesnya one, right? Why not? We've opened up every other guild. It's time to open up a Selesnya one. So let's see. What will we find? What will we find? Fair spoiler warning to all of you out there watching this video. I do not open up the pre-sealed guild pack. The seeded pack will not be opened on this video. So if you think it's a lie and you don't want to watch it, don't. Don't. But I'm fair warning. Fair warning. Now let's get that out of there. There we go. Boom. We got our 5 packs. Ooh, 5 packs. 5 packs. We got our nice little divider. These are actually like, you know, even though the cardboard is not like super crazy, it's nice to have this type of thing as like as a divider. They fit into your like fat pack boxes. If I have one kicking around here, give me a sec. So like you've got your little fat pack boxes. They fit in here so that the cards, when you put a card in, right? The top of this sticks up, right? And so the fact that you get them for each guild is pretty nice. I've been keeping them and holding on to them because I like to use them as dividers in my fat pack boxes and things. They work out pretty nice. So, without further ado, let's talk about Selesnya. Let's find out who they are. All living things are stronger together than alone. Witness a colony of ants or a pack of wolves acting as one. When city dwellers forget this and their buildings and possessions... When city dwellers forget this amid their buildings and possessions, they deny themselves the greatest power and joy our world can offer. We are glorious might of unity, the beating heart of Ravnica itself. We are the tenders of every sacred root and leaf, the shepherds of life in all its forms. Those who threatened us face the wrath of all nature. We are the Selesnya Conclave. Strength in numbers, yo. I butchered that a bunch, but hey, what can you do, right? A little bit of flavor for all of you folks out there. So there's our promo card. We don't know what it is yet. We'll take a look at it in a sec. But we do have these 5 packs. So let's, without further ado, let's crack them open and see what we find. Ooh, play Ravnica. Make sure you enter this. If you're on Arena or you haven't started Arena yet, go log into Arena, make an account, and put in this code. It's only good until July 1st, 2020. Oh, I guess you have some time. But don't forget, it's a free code for free 3 packs. All right, we're doing a build, right? So white, blue, red, green, black, artifact, deadly visit, very nice. Good removal spell. Ooh, disinformation campaign. And our first rare is an experimental frenzy, which is a cool card. We did get a foil Selesnya card. It's a Sumala Woodshaper. I'm not a big fan of this card, to be completely honest. I have not seen it perform very well. So when it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or enchantment card from among them and put it into your hand, then put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Cool. But it's a 2/1 for 4. So if you're playing this on turn 4, and that's all you're doing, You better hope that you find something big off that top. That's all I'm saying. We got a Boros Guildgate and we got a Goblin token. All right, so our black looks the strongest so far. Now we're only one pack deep, so who knows, right? We did get some okay green and white cards though. Okay, that's not bad. That's also good. We got ourselves our first Boros card. What am I gonna do with all these cards? A Beacon Bolt. My goodness. Woo! Well, there's a March of the Multitudes. I mean, if we weren't playing Selesnya, we might be thinking about playing Selesnya now. This card can do work if you play your cards right. Because it's instant speed and it has Convoke. So, like, you can set up a crazy block. Like, so your opponent swings in and is like, you're going to have to make a bunch of weird trades or just chump block a bunch of stuff. And you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have to chump blah, blah, blah. So you chump block a bunch of things and then you tap this. And you just be like, okay, I block all your things and take no damage, and now your board's tapped out, and now I make, let's say, 7 or 8 1/1 tokens. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right. Okay, on to the next pack. On to the next pack. March of the Multitudes, very good, though. Holy moly. Okay. So far, our blue and our red is very lackluster, but that's okay. Nice little Vernati Shieldmate. Prey Upon, very good as well. Is it Guildmage? Gird for Battle. Woo! A Pelt Collector. Yas. Yes, we want. Oh, sorry, we had an Is It Guildgate in the last pack. I got distracted because someone came to my door and rang my doorbell a whole bunch. I don't know if you guys heard that in the video, but if you did, I'm sorry. Collar the Culprit, very good as well. Portcullis, fine. Demotion is very good. Conclave Cavalier, also very good. Golgari Find Broker. And we got a Firemind's Research as our rare here. And a Golgari Guildgate. 2 Golgari Guildgates is not bad. We can definitely look at playing maybe like an Abzan build. Especially since we know we have some pretty decent removal in black right now. Okay, we got a Gateway Plaza 2. That's good. Ooh, Siege Worm. That's what we want to see. Wait, that's our first Siege Worm out of 5 packs, and it's a common. So it's good to see that. You definitely want some of those big butts. This is another big butt that's good for the Selesnya deck. So there you go, nice uncommon to find. And a Legion War Boss. This card's good, but it's not really what you want to be doing in like the Selesnya deck. The Boros Guildgate. So we have 2 Boros Guildgates and 2 Golgari Guildgates. We could definitely be looking at like doing some weird sort of 4-color nonsense. If we had any good... If we had some decent red stuff to splash, like if we wanted to splash the Experimental Frenzy and the Legion War Boss, we could, right? Our white is actually pretty lackluster, right? Like Sworn Companions is fine, Demotion is good, Collar the Culprit is fine. Gird for Battle is like, I don't know if I would play it. It's possible that it's what you want to play, but I don't think 10th District Guard is fine as just a 2-drop. Candlelight Vigil is not really what you want in this deck. Take Heart is a fine card as well. Good trick for any white deck. The Parhelion Patrol is fine as well, and the Ladev Guardian is also fine for like the Convoke deck. Now in green, we of course have the big Siege Worm, of course, good. Wild Zeratok also good. Portcullis fine, not really what you want in the Selesnya deck. If we come up against like some Boros decks, you might want to sideboard it in. Prey Upon, very good. Wild Zeratok, also good. This is a fine 2-drop. This is a fine 2-drop. This is a fine 6-drop. So like we have some decent stuff, and then of course we do have some good stuff in here. Like we have the Shieldmate is good, the Cavalier is good, and the World Soul Colossus is good. We have the Pelt Collector and the March of Multitudes, which is also very good. We ended up with one Selesnya Locket, so we can use that for fixing. We don't have any Selesnya Guild Gates, but we did end up with 2 Golgari Guild Gates and 2 Boros Guild Gates. So what you would do is we would probably look at like our what do we have in black that we would like to splash. And I think the only thing we're looking at splashing is probably the Deadly Visit and maybe the Severed Strands, just as 2 removal spells if we need them. They're both very good in removal spells. Severed Strands is very good in the Selesnya deck, especially if you're making tokens. We don't have a constant way to make tokens, which is kind of a problem. We really only have the March of the Multitudes to make tokens, which is kind of unfortunate. We would have liked having one of like the champions. We ended up with like a lot of Izzet cards. Considering, right? Like 2 Electromancers, a Guild Mage, Hypo Sizzle, which is... This is a card's really good. Beacon Bolt, which is also fine, and Sonic Assault, which is pretty good. And then our... Like, I mean, we did end up with a Disinformation campaign, which is very good, but we just don't have a lot of Surveil. Like, we have Notion Rain, which is fine, and Whisper Agent, which is fine for Surveil. But then, like, let's look at our blue Surveil, right? We have... This guy benefits from Surveil. There's a Surveil card. There's a Surveil card. That's it. We have 2 Surveil cards in blue, and in black we have 1. So we have 3 Surveil cards, 4, 5. We have 5 Surveil cards total. Disinformation campaign's not going to do much for you. Also, I mean, we know that there's 15 cards in this pack that are white and green. Like they are either white or they are green or they are a mix of both. So we know for a fact that this is going to have seeded cards. Well, and our promo is a Dawn of Hope, which just makes creatures for 4 mana. So this is actually like, I actually like Dawn of Hope better than the Champion for making tokens. The Champion is probably a better card, just because you can tap your creatures to give the Champion +X/+X when it swings, which is nice. So he's a bigger butt, or he's like a bigger threat to the board. But this card is very good because when you gain life, you can pay 2 to draw. So if we are like stuck in a board state where we're not really doing much, we can make a token for 4, swing with it or block with it, and gain a life and draw a card. So we can start drawing cards to get out of the problem, right? We can start drawing cards to get to our win cons, which would be like, you know, like our Siege Worms and things like that. So yeah, I definitely think that we would end up playing Selesnya for sure in this pack. I don't think our red was strong enough to play. Yeah, like our red is missing some of the core pieces for like Izzet. We have some really good Izzet cards, right? But we have no payoffs for those Izzet cards, right? And like we have 2 mentor creatures, which are very good. These 2 creatures are very good, but we don't really have anything to mentor with. And I mean, yeah, we've got the War Boss, which is also very good for mentoring, but like, I don't think that it's the way you want to go. I don't think we have enough threats. Now, of course, we have the Fire Mines Research, the Experimental Frenzy, and the Legion War Boss, which are all in that color as well. So it's possible that we play, like maybe we build a blue-red deck and we build a white-green deck. And then we just kind of go from there and figure out what it is that we might actually want to play. But I think that if we open this, we'll find that this gives us more than enough playables to make a fairly decent green-white deck. And maybe we splash some red, maybe we splash some black, right? I don't think we splash blue, mainly because there's not really any way to fix the blue with white and green at this moment in time. Anyway, so there you go, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, MrBevers. This has been a little bit of a opening and build of a Selesnya Guilds of Ravnica pre-release kit. That was the last pre-release kit. We've done one of each guild now. I hope you all enjoyed. The first 3 pre-release promos that we hit were like bonkers. We hit 2 Assassin's Trophies, and then we hit Aurelia. So, I mean, like, we got there on the promos. Let me tell you. Some spicy stuff. Some spicy, spicy stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.